alcohol withdrawal. It's alcohol withdrawal. It's alcohol withdrawal.
This is not a brew review. It's going to be all of the shit in a recap of the last 5 days. And well, I have that discussion with you. I'm going to drink the new mango Oberon from Bell's. I have not tried this yet. I believe Jeremy drank 4 of them, and it weighs in at 5.8%. Trump 2020. Ooh, got a hot pepper. Got a hot pepper on my finger. I really like the original Oberon. Let's see if it's good, the same, or better by making it a fruité. Hardly any mango on the smell. Cheers. Otherwise it smells like Oberon. I'm happy to see that they didn't overdo the mango. It's like Oberon with a little bit of mango. Okay. I might drink another one while I'm telling you about the time. Unfortunately, everybody's gone home, except for Jules. Just for her sanity, we're trying to get her just to, move in. And if she watches this, you should. Okay. First, I want to say it was absolutely an awesome time. Absolutely an awesome time. Apologize for the, well, I'm not going to apologize. Fucking thank YouTube. The brew review going up last night was the 6th attempt and the 3rd re-rendering. First I took a little bit off of the end, leaving it intact with the girl and the music. Excuse me, that's how it starts. Then I just removed the 10 seconds of the music and the girl, and it uploaded. Otherwise, they all uploaded to YouTube, and then either never processed, saying 0% for 24 hours, or it got to, I mean, it's a good number, it got to 69%, and then never processed past that point. Until I knocked off the girl and the music and re-rendered it and uploaded it. So, fuck YouTube. I mentioned that Big Jeff Gunwild sent me a package of goodies, and I should have just opened it the other day, but he sent me 3 of the cigars that he knows that I like. Oh, and he sent a flask from Eric over at IV 8888, Iraq veteran. Thank you so much, Jeff. And those I need to put. Actually, I probably smoke one of those today. And he sent me the bolt latch plunger and spring for the 24-inch build. It's now shootable, and I have, thanks to Stephen Bush, I have the, was it? Yeah, it was Stephen. No, it was Jeff. Steven. Jeff. So one of the two of you, I apologize, sent me 2 links, and I went with I think it was Jeff, the one from Gorilla Machine. I ordered that in a 17-inch, so we'll get to about right there. And I ordered, I'm just going to see, an inexpensive M-Lock. This handguard's coming off, so don't say you bought the wrong one. The handguard is an M-Lock that I ordered because I like M-Lock a lot more than I like Keymod. A few of you were ahead of the curve, and yes, you're right, I was wrong. I ordered a fairly inexpensive, actually, I guess the word really inexpensive should be used because it was under $40 shipped. It looks like the Atlas, but it mounts to the rail, so there's 2 separate ones, and I got it on eBay, and I couldn't find any negative things about it, so I'm just going to give it a try and put it on this guy here. So this guy did not make the trip out to the range because I literally just opened up Jeff's box and put that on there right now. RFN. Those that are interested in knowing. Oh, I didn't grab everything. I brought out and successfully sighted in with help from Christopher and Jeremy. I was like, I know neither one of them could be any worse than me. I did actually remember not to have coffee this time before going out to the range. So, it really helped with the seeing my heartbeat through the scope. But I have to say, I'm extremely happy with the outcome. Yes, Smile Money, you were right once again. This scope, being that everything got moved around, and so did that scope. That scope was way off, and that explains why I was having a problem out at Island Lake with Matt and Dave. But this guy is back on. I took 3 shots at 100 yards and made maybe one hole taking up about 5/8 of an inch. That was a big boy. I did that one all by myself. Then we started sighting in the White Label Armory build. Now keep in mind that this is White Label Armory brake, barrel, bolt carrier, upper and lower receiver, charging handle. I mean, this is a complete, is almost as complete as you can get with the Hyperfire 3-gun trigger in it. And I experienced immediate light primer strikes. And upon watching what it was doing, the carrier was not fully locking up. So it was locking up close enough that when the hammer came forward, it was hitting the firing pin and leaving a dent in it. If the carrier, if you gave it a tap with the forward assist, it went forward just enough that it would then fire the round. And this progressively got better, but still very annoying when you are trying to sight a rifle in. And I'm not, I mean, don't get me wrong, El Tenda, I mean, I'm not making this a pissing thing, but this is now the 3rd time that I have had issues with a White Label, with a DRG bolt carrier, doing the exact same thing. This, as you remember, was exactly what happened to me with Stalker Steve's retro build. And then one of the last times I was out there, I brought NIHAP's retro with me, and I just decided to switch carriers. They are both DRG White Label Armory carriers. NIHAP's gun continued to run like a Swiss clock, and Stalker Steve's gun started to run correctly by switching the carriers around. Because I wanted to be able to prove that, and that it wasn't a gas issue, I took the carrier, the most expensive carrier I have, the Spiked Tactical Nickel Boron with the David Tubbs upgrades done to it. I took that out of here, put it in here, and the thing ran perfectly. I mean, Jeremy did a mag dump with it. So we got this sighted in. This one was like holy hell off. When I say we, I think started off with me, and then Christopher started shooting it, and we were like aiming everywhere just to try to even see a bullet hit the ground, let alone hit the silhouette at 100 yards. But finally figured out where it was and walked it in, and my last 3 shots with that were 1 hole at 100 yards. And for me, taking out the factor of moving around and being 52 years old, 1 hole at 100 yards, I am very happy with its not only with its accuracy but its ability to repeat. So then that one was done. Then I moved on to my my Justin rifle. This has the primary arms. First focus plane with the ACSS reticle in it, and this was I thought I had laser sighted that too, but maybe I didn't and I forgot. But this one was on steel on the very first shot, and then I spent I spent very little time I have to put that back together. These plastic ones are great until they're not great. Spent a little time walking it over, and I have to say I really like this scope for the money on a first focus plane 4-14. This thing is now a literal tack driver. Absolutely love this rifle. But then again, this rifle represents so many great YouTube friends over the years. It has had parts swapped out on it. I have been given newer things and took off older things. Things that I took off, I did what was done to me. I put them down the road and gave them to somebody else to start their AR experience. So then that was all done. Then the next thing that I worked on was what I jokingly call my 3-gun, because I just don't see me running around out in the woods shooting at shit. This also has this is a 1-6 with the ACSS reticle in it, and this thing shot very well. This was a break that came in a tack pack. I mean, it wasn't that I didn't have high hopes for it, but something that comes in a tack pack. And this also was a nice shooting rifle, and very accurate. So that one was done, and then the very last thing I worked on was the MCK. And when you see the video on this, you'll watch everybody. I'm not sure how much video I have of how many people, but everybody that shot this started off at the 25 yard, the 3 25-yard steel targets, ding, 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 moved out to the 50 yard, 75, the 2 at 75, and then out to the 100. This is now representing exactly what I wanted for something like a truck gun, or something that is a little bit more versatile than just being called a toy or something that you can work on. Boom, you pull the pistol out and you have a pistol. Put it into this, and this is, I was finding that a direct shot at 25 yards, again, this was zeroed for 100 yards. and there's video to prove it. So when I get the time to start editing up some of that kind of stuff, but I have to say, and like afterwards talking to, like for instance, talking to Christopher, I always respect his opinion, because if it's a gimmick or a joke, he always lets me know. I mean, actually, after I talked about this, he ran out and bought one of these. He hasn't shot his MCK yet, but after shooting this, he now says he's very much looking forward to it. So, yes, it may be a little bit more crowded because I put a scope on a pistol, but I'm telling you, when you're actually using it, the optics that you see on the lower power are the same as though you were looking through the EOTech, and then you crank the power all the way up for your 100-yard shots, and it was pretty hard to miss. So what else? I got Jolson. A big thank you to Jolson. I noticed that he stuffed a bunch of beers in the fridge. I think I've reviewed them all, but they work great as the Two-Hearted Ed Club to the Sunny Slopes, loving Justin over there. They work great for fill-ins for that, so thank you. And one of them is a whole bunch of Bell's double Two-Hearted Ale. Then he see, I think I already put them in there. Where do I have them out here? Oh, there they are. He gave me some cigars. Those are like the sweeter ones. These are Don Raffaella. Actually, these are pretty good. These are a pretty good name brand, Jolson. He got me a cognac, grape, cognac, and blueberry. But wait, there's much more. Stupid hot, extremely spicy flavored chicharrones. I don't know where I'm gonna even have room to put all this shit. A thing of dried Carolina Reapers. Wicked Cuts Carolina Killa jerky. Wicked hot, it says. Caution. This one is volcanic jalapeno. Spontaneous combustion ghost pepper popcorn. Ass kicking habanero popcorn. Ass kicking kettle corn. Barbecue. Chili lime popcorn. Sriracha popcorn. Going for the bottle opener collection, Cummings. Thank you, thank you. And last but not least, the let's fold it over. Ass Kicking Carolina Reaper popcorn 3-pack. Oh, Carolina Reaper. Is that? I'm noticing a serious theme on the items, Jolson. Add some heat to whatever you eat. Rehydrate the pods in a bowl and cover with a 1/2 inch of boiling water for 15 minutes. 1.5 million Scoville ratings. And on top of all that, Jolson also brought, I don't think anything of his is over there anymore. Jolson brought some tequila, Bacardi, Smirnoff. I think this is also from Jolson. Probably because Jeremy is too much of a vodka fiend to leave any of it behind. Templeton Rye 4-year good stuff rye whiskey. Crown Royal XO. Sailor Jerry. High West Whiskies Double Rye. Now, I haven't tried any of these yet. Ooh, that one's a 46%er. And the 12-year rare blend Appleton Estates rum. And I have been told repeatedly by Jay over at Elite Ammunition that that's the one that I need to try and that I would like it. Now, I told you guys I ordered for myself. I ordered the 3X. I can't feel my mouth from Hell Beef. As you can see, there's been a few. Now, it doesn't come right out and say what they put in here. It is definitely crushed red peppers. But this is supposedly the hottest version of their beef jerky that you can get. I don't think Christopher tried this, but it was a no problem for Jeremy Freedon. If it wasn't for you don't need to watch me sit and eat the last two pieces right now, I would eat the last two pieces right now. It's to me, it's the perfect level of spice and heat to it. It makes it extremely enjoyable without, bringing it too far where you're like. So they offer like 3 or 4 different levels of heat, and like I said, that one is their hottest. I like this so much that after trying my first piece, I went back to Hell Beef on eBay, and I bought the bigger bag. Let's get to some comments. I think that rounds everything up. Again, a big thanks to Jeremy and Caitlin. Jolson, and of course, not for this batch, but thank you very much, Jeff, for sending me out the stuff. I'll put my little guy back together here and maybe try a little epoxy the second go around. Flask, that'll obviously get used. The cigars, I love those. I love those cigars. They are very good. Okay, Matt Davis from Cottonmouth Quencher said, "What happened to the new review?" Talked about that. Harmarsh first comment and first view. Poco Loco, you're late. Poco Loco, look who's here now. I know what you meant when you said you were going back in the closet Friday. Poco Loco, who won the game of bun darts? Christopher actually I think took it 3-2. Matt, I'm drunk. Let's drink more. Oh, Matt, I'm not even gonna lie. There's been my recycling guy is gonna know we gave it our all since Wednesday. Some late nighters, but not quite record book territory. I think the latest night was 5 a.m. Couple of 3:30ers. I don't know, just sitting out at the fire pit, spending time with family, drinking some beer or more vodka. Last night I was helping Christopher work on the last of his case, which he left for me 7 cans of Miller Lite. God, that's awesome, Christopher. Thank you. But last night, Jeremy and Caitlin were making me Mountain Dew Live Wire vodka, or more like vodka with a little bit of Mountain Dew Live Wire. Marsh, happy Labor Day weekend. I have 24 to 36 hours left of Facebook jail for telling someone take a flying fuck at a rolling donut off a short pier. Wow. You know, I don't get it. I had my picture removed of a guy talking about how socialism works, and it's how it's pretty much exactly what's happening right now. And I had that image removed, but other than that, I gotta step up my game if I want to get some jail time, because unlike some of you, I could give a flying fuck if I go into Facebook jail. As long as Messenger works, I could really give a shit. But yeah, a few of you are right. We need to find another platform, because just like what's happening over on YouTube here, they're now starting to feel the hurt of people going and leaving and going and doing like BitChute and some of the bigger guys like Styx having exclusive stuff that you can't get on YouTube anymore. Yeah, you can only get his exclusive stuff on BitChute. And if you don't know who Styx is, he's a political guy. Tells it how it is. I mean, he's not afraid to sugarcoat shit, and he'll drop an F-bomb if he has to. I find that his viewpoint is very good. I mean, if you're just looking for the no frills, straight to it news, kind of not really newscast, more like a guy sitting across from you, just telling whatever the subject is. Now if you're looking for something with some truth along with the humor, the Hodgkin twins, the conservative twins are definitely the way to go. I absolutely love those guys. Jericho Green, I really like Jericho Green. Officer Tatum. And the amazing thing is to go ahead and some of these dumb motherfuckers that are like, oh, you're just being racist or whatever. It's like some of the best political advice that I get is from black men who are no longer drinking the Kool-Aid. Hey, Kool-Aid. Poco, didn't take long for the anal gel to come out. Just making sure it was still there and available if I needed it. Poco, I might be a little jealous. Over the anal gel? Oh, and by the way, the whole if you actually watched that segment, I have to admit I was laughing my ass off at the fact that Christopher, or that they talk about the if you you roll through the video to the point where the anal gel comes up, Christopher makes a comment about it's strawberry flavored, and then literally, without missing a beat, he is refilling his vape juice, and he pulls out a container that looks like it could be strawberry analies and fills it. Scotsman says whiskey. Tradicius says cowbell. Scotsman says more a cowbell. Oh, I honestly kind of have to admit, it's lately, I know this, some of you are gonna want to call bullshit, but honestly, lately, pretty much the only thing that I have really consumed has been during the brew review, and since last Wednesday, it's been more like Olympic training. So it's every day is the same way. Oh my God, I am not doing that again tonight. I am not getting. Someone get me a beer. The end of the following morning. I am not doing that again tonight. It's not gonna happen. Sit down at the fire. Are you gonna drink? I don't know. Well, here, just have a beer and think about it. Okay. 12 later, and it's 3:30 in the morning. You know, Scotsman, Templeton Rye I'm trying to think of which one would be distilled in Indiana. Huh. Okay. Well, speaking of Indiana, and you have until the count of 3. Well, actually, you have until the count of 0, because 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm just trying to think of which one of these would be more approved by Mr. Holster. Where's this one from? The world's only ski-in gastro distillery? No chill filtered. No coloring or flavoring added. Yippee-yi-yay. This one, at least this one talks a good game, even though I have no idea where the... Oh, this one is in Park City, Utah. Utah! I mean, I see Jolson, where somebody opened it. Maybe Mike from In the Red was here. I'm sorry, Indiana. I'm gonna have to. This one is talking a better game. It's the one at the bottom of the pile. If you want to call it a coincidence or not, I don't care. They both had a cork though. They both had a cork. High West Whiskies. Anybody heard of that? Double rye. Ooh. It's got kind of a strong smell. Cheers. Okay. This one was just a little bit higher on the alcohol percent. Smooth, I'll give it that. Probably didn't help that I, just had a piece of spicy beef. Poco, you should do a celebratory basement pop. I should, but I won't. Steve, wasn't this shit recorded on Friday? Yeah, well, yeah. Thank you, YouTube. I honestly, that upload last night was honestly my last fucking attempt. I would have kept the original so that I had it on hand, but I was done even trying. It's 6 times. Poco Local, Mr. Holster sent me one of those takedown tools. I actually use it a lot. The you'd be talking about the one to do the front pin. Fuck yeah! Every time I do a build, I now use it. It's like 3, 2, 1. I'm done. I didn't have to go looking for shit. Broken tape deck. Look who's back! Laugh out loud. Broken tape deck. Okay, I'm gonna have to reach into the resources. I'm sub to you. I don't think you've done shit in a while, though, have you? Opening a new tab. Don't mess up the one you got. 67 subs. Well, somehow the bell got unrung, but you have not had a video in 8 years. Central Coast Car Culture Pilot. 23 minutes. Then you had a test video, tear it up in the Hydromatics. Mercedes hitting the 3-wheel and long dragging. Yeah, the car's going by without yeah, you haven't done a video in 8 years, but I appreciate you listening. I always appreciate my friends. Smile Money says top 10. Smile. Once again, I apologize, Smile Money. Thought about it on the way home. I should have sent a picture every time something got zeroed in with me going like this. But as of right now, I have I did not bring either one of the 308s out. Well, actually, there's several 308s. There's 2 308s that have scopes on them. That the 24-inch has the Nikon on it, the 308 Nikon package on it, and that one will ring steel at 100 yards. But I have no idea. That needs to go next, and the 308 that was originally purchased as the quote-unquote JP Killer. Don't hit me. That one has that inexpensive Fiat scope on it, and I think I laser sighted that one. I'm not 100% sure, but I would definitely do that before I bring it out. So there, Smile Money, there's only 2 things. 2 things, well, 3. Project Overkill has a red dot on it because I stole her scope. See, I haven't come to the conclusion if I want to leave it the way it is, though. I put that Fiat scope, it's a 3-9, on the original 308 with an 18-inch barrel or a 16-inch barrel. 16-inch barrel. I put that Fiat scope on there, and I'm not sure if it was going to stay or not, because I kind of wanted to put the Strikefire, the Vortex Strikefire red dot on the shorter barreled 308. I wanted one as more of a close range heavy hitter, And then I wanted the other one is more of a long-range gun. And by putting scopes on both, I don't know. If at already 39 minutes into the video, if you'd want to leave a comment of what you would do. If you had a rifle chambered in .22 long rifle, an AR chambered in .22 long rifle, and you had a AR-10 with the 16-inch barrel chambered in .308, would you put the red dot on the .308 and the scope on Project Overkill, or would you keep the scope on the .308 and keep the red dot on the .22? I mean, I have put a significant amount of rounds through Project Overkill when it had this scope on it. This scope is reticled for a 5.56, a 308, a 22, 5.6, 308. It's not really bullet dropped for a .22 long rifle, but you know what was awesome is being able to see your bullet hits at 100 yards. So when Project Overkill was truly Project Overkill, yeah, I don't know. I know you probably would lean towards a red dot on a .22 and a scope, but keep in mind, it's a 3 to 9 scope. And 3 to 9 scopes get put on .22 rifles all the time. It's just, if you had multiple .308 rifles, would you set one up more as a close quarters heavy hitter? Which is why I've been thinking about putting the red dot on that one, because that leaves me still. That leaves me with something chambered in .308 that has nothing but iron sights on it, the Ripper. And then I would have two .308s, the Palmetto State 24-inch and the JP that are scoped up for long-range voting. Otis 71, my friend. Cheers. Wade, 30 caliber firearms. It's a man thing. Oh, the Secret Squirrel 2 did not work. The bottom line is it did not work. It was a single shot. When I watched Christopher pull the trigger, the bolt carrier would just sort of jiggle back a little bit, and that was it. And unfortunately, I had Allen wrenches out there, and I did not have... I had a metric set, and the handguard that's on there from Dead On is America, and I couldn't take the handguard off to see if the gas block loosened up, because I distinctly remember plugging the barrel. I know it's all gay, but it works out. Plugging the barrel inside of the receiver and blowing into the end of the barrel and listening to the air come out of the gas block. And I had a reference line drawn, and as I moved it back and forth, it was like, and right where my reference line was, it was perfect. That's where I tightened it up. Well, I apologize to Christopher. I'm glad it was a simple thing, but the Odin Works adjustable gas block was off. Somehow, I never even checked it. Odin Works usually ships them out on the third detent, or the fourth detent, what they call a preset reliability setting. Somehow on this one, it had been turned to off. So Christopher did have a bolt action style rifle. So at least I was pretty happy when I grabbed the wrench, and I was like, okay, it's a right hand turn to lower the gas, and I put the wrench in and it wouldn't move. and then it was like click, 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 counterclockwise. It's like, son of a bitch. The gas was off. So unfortunately, guys, I cannot give you any footage of Christopher enjoying that. I know that he will put up a video when he gets the opportunity to get out and actually shoot Secret Squirrel. But yeah, and you know, and I'm almost positive that in my range bag, I bought from Odinworks the long handle so that you could get up inside of a longer handguard, and that's not a longer handguard. So I don't know. I didn't even think about it. We're out there and we're having a good time, and the Chaos Theory, Agent Chaos. Fuck! I wish I was there drinking, eating, sitting around the fire pit, talking shit about that little leprechaun. It's 5 a.m. here when I'm watching this, and I don't care. I drink a shot of whiskey with you guys. Cheers. Agent Chaos, you have no idea. I don't want to start dropping some names and having people pissed off, but the very, very short list is Mr. and Mrs. Chaos, Nihap, Joey. I knew Joey was never going to make it because this is the busy season for him, and that's why the New York boys usually show up when they do. But it would be so awesome if the normal get-together could include Jerry, Joey, and Nihap. Mule Team, he was supposed to come, and I'm not sure if it's just the whole COVID thing, because Christine is still a little freaked out by it, mainly because it affects her job so much. Her company fucking alleviated 900 positions, and she kept her job, mainly because she's the only one that does it. Unfortunately, her backups were all axed. So it's like, what the hell am I even supposed to do if I want to take time off? You fucking fired everybody under me. So she, like the rest of us, feels that it's all bullshit and it's sheep, and she sees the real numbers and it works firsthand with that. But like today, everywhere this group has gone in the last 5 days, the only place that we have worn a mask is the Gestaffel, a place called Russ Kendall's Meat, where we get our smoked salmon. Those fuckers have a gigantic sign on the door that says no mask, no service. They won't let more than 4 people in the store at a time. Otherwise, out in the fucking parking lot was filled full of people. I went in there disgruntledly. It's the only business. It's the only business in the last couple of weeks that I've worn a mask. I mean, I know, Scotsman, I know you're disappointed, but drive 40 minutes to buy some fucking sockeye salmon. And so I put my mask on, and I walk through, and I walk up, and I say, I want some sockeye salmon. And she goes, you don't have your mask over your nose. And I go, you're fucking lucky that I'm even wearing this, sheep. I said, this is the best you're gonna get. And she takes a fucking couple steps back. Then she's like, well, who's next? I look around and I go, I'm the person standing at the fucking counter. Well, what do you want? I want 2 pounds of sockeye salmon. God, it's fucking sheep. You fucking sheep. Again, you want to wear a mask? I fully support it. Christine, she doesn't want to get seen by someone that she works with being whatever, because her company is so, she needs to be basically seen wearing the mask because she's And I was like, if you feel you need to for health reasons, or you want to, go the fuck ahead. But don't fucking tell me I have to, and don't give me this bullshit. You don't wear the mask for you, you wear it for me. Well, that's why you're wearing a fucking mask, you idiot loser. So much fucking sheepery going on right now. Every time a new number comes out from the fucking World Health Organization and the CDC, these numbers keep getting reduced more and reduced more and reduced more. The fact is, the fucking numbers speak for themselves, and that's all I'm gonna say. The numbers are speaking for themselves. Because I know several people that want to wear the mask. I won't mention any names, other than the fact that I already mentioned my own wife. And again, it's basically like a for show thing. She's like, I know it's doing nothing, but because of the position I hold, Agent Chaos and Mrs. Chaos, you have no idea. You guys have been family for almost a fucking decade. Wade, so if I put a All Lives Matter and Trump 2020 sign in your yard, would it be considered baiting when you shoot a couple of libtards? Possibly. It'd almost be worth it. I mean, I got a fucking security system and cameras in the front yard anyway, but I could up the ante and take my game cam that I got from BattleBox and put it right on the tree, aiming directly at it. But I was thinking about getting a sign, and then maybe we could do a brew review the day before I put the sign out, and then we can put a cash bet and see who's the closest. And whoever's the closest will win like an entry to the next Justin's final mission. I'll buy somebody an entry and pay it forward for them on how long from the time the sign goes up, and we'll pick it'll be like a daylight thing, so you'll get an idea. Okay, I'm putting the sign out at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Doesn't get dark until it's getting dark earlier and earlier, but we're pretty much dark between 8:30 and 9 o'clock now. So that that right there gives you 3.5-4 hours of free time. So you got that as a given, but because libtards mainly work in the dark because they're pussies. But from the time I put that sign out to when they're seen on the camera stealing the sign. And isn't that a sad thing? I have to honestly say, I drive by these no justice without whatever the fuck sign is, and the Black Lives Matter signs, and I'm just like, I just shake my head and go, you're fucking idiots. Black lives don't matter at all to me. Not at all. Because if all lives don't matter, then I don't have any sympathy for one particular shade of an American. You're an American or you're not an American. And right now, these fucking idiots are not acting like Americans. They're acting like pussies. So, again, happy to say, hi, my name's Eric. All lives matter. If you have to put a color in front of that, like Christopher said, then you're a fucking racist. Wade, you're right. It has to be Facebook. Nobody in the deplorables would do that. We're family. Absolutely right. What is he talking about? Facebook said somebody reported Brad for putting up indecent pictures in Facebook. No. I do not believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. A few of us, I've been one of them, Brad. I've been one of them. I had to mute. I still check in with the Facebook Messenger with our group, the Deplorables, on a probably other than when I'm sleeping, a near hourly basis. But I have to turn the notifications off because, Brad, there's been a few times that I've wanted to throw my fucking phone away. when Brad goes on like a 23 picture montage and the phone is going ta-ting, 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 but there's nobody in that group. Everybody that is in the deplorables, I would, if the world turned upside down and I couldn't get there, but you could, I trust everyone that's in the deplorables to keep my family safe. I either know you or I know you and I have met you and I have shook your hand. So, Brad, that's the fucking Nazi, the Nazism going on right there. Socialism bullshit with Facebook. Try to make it look like somebody that you know ratted you out just to make you mad and put a wedge in our fucking family. We're friends, we're family, we're patriots. If you start another account, let me know. I'll put you back in a... Oh my God. Steven, I didn't think Christopher was hardcore Trump. Oh, what? Seriously? Yeah. Yes, he is. Scotsman, Chris loves torturing us with that. I personally think what he really likes. He really likes it. I don't know what he would. I don't know if it's a shitty beer or what you were talking about, but yes, whatever you said, I believe. Scotsman, it's okay, Matt. We all remember our first ammo can, kind of, like our first girlfriend. The only difference is ammo ain't got a whine when it leaves. Scotsman, damn it, Chris. Had to bring the light shit. What the fuck? Yeah, no kidding. It's like, hey, I left you the rest of my beer. That's the stuff I throw over the fence so that the neighbor gets bogged down and I can run away and live. Scotsman, I scored some more double-hearted. My local place got some more and I snapped it up fast. Thankfully I have some. Scotsman, bring back machine guns. Fuck yeah and amen. Scotsman, Jeremy for the win, making sure you took full shots. Scotsman, Eric on shrooms, doing a live review. Let's make it happen. Scotsman, of course, took Matt a month to paint. He had to sober up first, which probably took 99% of the time. Ouch. Joey, since you mentioned COVID-19, this past weekend, someone rented one of those planes that drags a banner behind it. Basically, it says the gov killed Nana. For anyone that doesn't know that this is referencing how our governor sent infected COVID patients to nursing homes and killed old people. It actually made one of the local papers. And then Smile Money says, no, Joey, Eric believes all people in the nursing home would be dead regardless of COVID-19. Everybody dies. Clyde, too much gayness. I'm seeing rainbows and unicorns. Pecan praline whiskey. Revolution. Now, Clyde, I don't know if you're calling out a shot or not, because I'd be happy to play, but Caitlin and Jeremy gave me a bottle, and mine got handed around like a $2 fucking hooker, and Christine's is sitting up on her red wine table with her whiskeys and stuff. So I evidently donated, and seems how Christine has like I don't want to throw her under the bus, maybe 2 fucking shots a year. Just kidding, love you. Her brand new bottle will probably sit up there as a brand new bottle for a very long time. But I am going to have to check out, I'm probably going to be checking out Keyport Liquor, because I will be going into Super One Liquor if I ever do again without my fucking mask. after that was the other one that pointed out, we have a sign on our door that says mask required. And I'm like, drink the Kool-Aid, baby. Then he walked away from me, and the guy that was at the cashier, I said, you do realize that right now the death rate to COVID-19 is 0.00001%. Constitutionally, he can go fuck himself. And the guy looked at me and he goes, I agree with you 100%. So one was a commie and one was obviously a patriot. Jolson? Oh, now it uploaded. Son of a bitch. Jolson, what the fuck? Jolson says to me, I think I'm going to go clean some guns. I thought maybe you were going to grab some guns and come down here and spend a little time while me and Christopher were napping because we drank more than you and went to bed much after you. And later that same afternoon, I'm like, where the fuck is Jolson? He said something about going and cleaning some guns. Well, where the fuck did he go to clean these guns? Evidently, the answer is home. Because he never came back for the 5 o'clock lasagna. Jolson, you little bitch. Miss you. Smile Money. Hope everyone had a great time this weekend. Making great memories. Smile Money, you are absolutely right. I mean, after all this bullshit is done and Americans are allowed to travel amongst America and be Americans, or I have the opportunity to get out there because I know, wouldn't that be the shit? You run across Pete somewhere and go, oh yeah, Eric was here last weekend. What? I have a mental short list, and no, Poco, it's not the same one that came with the free closet. I have a mental short list of people that I consider part of my family that if I don't get the opportunity to spend some time, maybe have a beer, maybe go to the range, but at the bare minimum, shake your hand, I'm going to be really, really pissed off. And Smile Money is like right there on the very short list. So, like Pete from the Armory Channel, if you like to be on that short list, I mean, it is a little bit different than the short bus. You are it, my friend. Sharkey from across the big pond. Took a while for YouTube to finally accept the upload. Damn fuckery. Congrats again, Alone with Company. Looking forward to some shooting footage. Nice stuff from Faxon. I love their fluted barrels. Oh, that is a sweet looking barrel. Man Cave Matt. Can I do the review alone when you two are busy? I'm not stupid like everyone says. I'm smart. Man Cave Matt. Christopher wears a jacket in the summer. I bet no one gives him shit. Oh, fucking A. Salty Shellback. Naked, naked, and naked. Oh, did I mention naked? I think you might have mentioned that. And Man Cave Matt, I do like the Godfather reference there. Classic, thank you. Sharky, SH, yeah. Boom outro was good. I could have used some tits and music though. Remember, we need to keep fucking with YouTube. See, Sharky, that was on there. I had a very delicious girl, but after 5 attempts, I had something I had to go, so I dumped the last 10 seconds. So we lost the girl and the music. and got Cobra. Apologize. But you're right. Total bullshit. Oh, by the way, sorry, Smile Money, you're right. Shouldn't have done that. One of the, I like to point out that this is the only one that functions almost completely like the real thing, with the exception that it's got the carbine cylinder on a rifle. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I tested this one time and it worked perfectly. Let me see if I can reposition. See, what you have to do is you got to get the standard cap here and twist them off and make a single shot out of it. I feel good about this one. Are you ready? Yeah. Now, this is the only one that does plastic caps. This one, I think, this is actually, David and Bunky, this is probably my favorite one. But it looks like you have to slide like one paper cap into it. Yeah, sorry, I didn't plan on wasting a bunch of time doing this. But since one was fun, so what you're supposed to do here is take one of these guys, and just set it right there. Set it right there. Set it like right there. Set it somewhere else. Oh, God. Steven, don't delete a video on the basis of Smile Money and his wisdom. And here we are with the last comment. Wow. La Boom, registered, is available $3 per use. Gotta love the French. Okay. Why don't we do two things? Go to the club, and what's the one that's the hottest? That would be the Carolina Killer. Carolina Killer. Ooh, it's got some smell to it. Jolson. Looks like there's a lot of crushed red pepper on it. I want to see my meat in the sack. We believe you deserve a better jerky. A jerky that is so artfully crafted that it inspires an institutional reaction of high fives and fist bumps. Not political head nods. And that kind of goes on and on. For 150 years, more than 150 years ago, our forefathers came to Texas. They were cattlemen, and beef jerky was a staple of their existence. Well, let's review the ingredients. Beef, teriyaki sauce, soy sauce, water, wheat, soybeans, salt, wine, high fructose corn syrup, water, vinegar, salt, spices, onion powders, sulfuric acid, so scratch that one, garlic powder, sodium benzenate, less than 1/10 of 1% as a preservative, brown sugar, scorpion pepper, Carolina Reaper wash, Carolina Reaper peppers, vinegar, cayenne, pineapple. I can actually, yeah. Now that they say that, pineapple juice, absoric acid, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin A, Worcester sauce, distilled white vinegar, molasses, sugar, water, salt, onions, anchovies. Oh, motherfuckers. Why? Why do you... Garlic cloves, tannerite. Just kidding. Chili peppers, extract, lemon juice. Water again. Wasn't water towards the... Yeah, water was towards the top. Lemon concentrate, lemon emulsion, sodium benzenate, granulated garlic, ghost pepper, ground peppers, sea salt, and vinegar. This product contains wheat, soy, and anchovies. I'm kind of disappointed about that one. The heat level is actually more than this, which is, as you can see, I can't feel my mouth. It's not bad for flavor. I'm picking out the pineapple. It's kind of funny that as soon as I saw that, I'm like, it's definitely a little bit more spicy than that. And because of those particular peppers, the stay power is a little bit more. I'm feeling a little bit more heat on the left side of my mouth. The quality of the beef jerky would probably be, the heat and the flavor is probably okay, except for the anchovies. The consistency of the meat, I don't know if it's the processed that gets used when it makes it, but like this, the hell beef and the beef from Superior Meats, which is obviously real. This is, you know, this is like a real piece of steak. That has the consistency of if a sponge fucked a steak, the baby is what that's like. Jolson, as always, thanks for the experience. I don't like beef jerky that almost has the consistency of eating an eraser. It's like spongy. Where this has that meaty presence to it. Has a good flavor. Definitely has a little bit more of a kick than that. We'll have to do the jalapeno as a next. Okay. First in the club is Rich Huff from an hour ago saying cheers all. Rich may or may not know. Rich, do you know about the club, right? Bell's Double Hearted Ale. Double Two-Hearted Ale. %. Cobra Heart Holder. Poco, what's the difference between a rabbi and a priest? A rabbi cuts them off, a priest sucks them off. Oh, come on, that fucking hit it right on. You know how that had to happen though? I had to hold the trigger back so I got way more JP Springs, my money. I need to put a set of JP Springs in this baby. We're all good. Here, let me demonstrate that again. Put the cap in. I guess either direction I put it, she's settling in about the right spot. Didn't fire, but if I hold back on the trigger and go for a full swing, that is a telltale sign, smart money, that, you know, you really got to upgrade. Really got to upgrade to a set of JP Springs. Dun, dun, dun. Just for the fun of it, let's try this. This is a gamble. I think we've seen her. Welcome to the club, baby. Welcome to the club. DFC, here's to the sunny slopes of long ago. Excuse Excuse me. It's good. Last in the club until I hit the refresh button. Smile Money. You're reviewing a beer after a weekend of drinking. You are reviewing a beer after a weekend of drinking. See, Smile Money. I'm just trying to show the true dedication to you guys. I don't do this for me. This is miserable right now. I drank a lot of beers. Hang on. It's my buddy. Allow access. Okay. Just finishing up a brew review, and then I'll give you a call back. Okay. Hang on, I'm sending a message to Christopher. You know, I know he won't look at this while he's driving. Okay. And just so I don't forget, that was Larry leaving a message. Locked and Loaded on Friday. That date is 9/11. I will have Mario, but Mario, I also need to let you know that I discovered something during last week's Locked and Loaded that I did not know. Jay's attorney, Brian, Jay's attorney, Brian, was in the tower when the planes hit, and he made it out alive. And I asked Brian and Jay if they would come back on the show. Of course, that fucking attorney sits on a chair behind him, and you can hear him, but it's a lot harder to hear him than Jay. But he'll be moving up. He'll be moving up to have a center chair. So I don't, Mario. I'll call you about this. I don't mean to take anything away. I want your viewpoint on this, and you know that this, you know, you'll be able to actually have a conversation and not have to you know, leave the conversation. But I didn't know until we were talking last Friday that Brian was actually in the tower that day. You know, America may have been at its finest after a completely horrific loss like that. And it shows who we truly are and can be. It's a sad thing when pieces of shit like the Obamas and the Clintons and Soros is actually mostly just a puppet. You know, we got the Rockefellers and all the rest of these fuckers that are running this deep state from afar or out of the limelight, and the sad thing is, and again, I have no apologies. The black community is just such fucking gullible puppets that they're getting played. They are getting played like a fucking Stradivarius. Black lives matters, blah, 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 blah. All lives matter. Get on the right side of the fucking team. Just because you're a person of color, you don't think that our group wouldn't welcome you in, make you part of the family, and you would know you were part of the family? Instead being fucking used and manipulated by the Democratic Party? Shame on you. Shame on you. Hitting the button one time, Smile Money keeps it, he keeps it. And unfortunately, DFC, eat whatever the fuck you want. Okay, DFC. We got the last piece of I Can't Feel My... Good call. Good call, my friend. Okay, guys. Cheers to everybody that was here. Family. I wish we had the opportunity to do shit like this more often. And hopefully, after the elections, we all might be together anyway. Because just like that one guy said, you steal this from Trump, people that would normally never do anything are going to do everything. Cheers, guys.